Good afternoon guys, it's Kentish, and this afternoon I'm going to be doing a few tutorials. So let's say you've got an emulator such as EPSXE here. What you need to do on these kind of emulators, if you want to use a controller such as this, an Xbox 360 controller, aka the official Windows controller, what you need to do is come down to here, so config, gamepad, ports 1, pads 1, and then from here you're going to be reassigning buttons. So obviously for L2 I'll press my left trigger, and it will obviously pick up each of the buttons as you will if I was pressing them. So I've got that assigned to analog at the moment, but if I wanted to change my directionals, if you will, to D-pad, I just go ahead and press D-pad up, and as you can see that has now changed. And that's all there is to it really. So you just go into config, pads, and then you just set it up and press the buttons that you want the game controls to be assigned to. Now when you're doing this, you want to, it seems to be quite fickle with games. So for example, I haven't got enough USB ports on my good old tower here, unfortunately, so I always have to basically, if I want to have my mouse plugged in at the same time as my controller, then I have to unplug my speakers. So what you need to be doing, especially if you're doing streaming or anything like that, is make sure that you have your mouse plugged in beforehand, because more often than not you'll have to come onto this screen and just hit start, something along those lines, and that's just so it can register in the emulator here that you're actually using a controller. Otherwise it will default back to the keyboard keys. So you want to make sure you come onto this, just hit start. Obviously I've got the mouse plugged in so that I can use my mouse in order to click OK and proceed from there. So just remember to do that. If you're having problems, come down here and just come onto here, click in there and press start, and that's all there is to it, and then you're good to go and you can play all of your old PlayStation 1 classics with your controller, as long as you rips them yourself, obviously. So I just thought I'd do a quick little tutorial. I'm going to do a few more tutorials, I think, but yeah, I just wanted to give people a bit of a helping hand that might have problems using a controller with EPSXE or any emulators like that. It does make it a lot more fun using especially an Xbox controller, I'd say. It just works a lot, but it just works basically. So yeah, that's it guys, enjoy, have fun.